Hi guys, Annabelle here from Horizon Cosplay, and today, to start off my part in Costume Historical Halloween, I am going to be looking at the book Masquerade, Costumes from the 1920s to the 1950s, and let's get started. So today I'm going to be looking at a costume to make. I ordered this book specifically for this from Amazon, and I'll put a link down below if there is any more available. I think I actually might have gotten the last copy, but if not, it's a great book. Please go check it out. This book is a compilation of pictures taken from old costume catalogues by a place called Blue Lantern Studio. It was published in 2007, and I believe that I have got a first edition. The way this book works is that all the costumes, or most of them at least, are labelled with their names, and if you want to know where the costumes are from, you simply look at the page number and flick to the back of the book where there is an index detailing the year they were from, apart from a few which they don't seem to have been able to find the dates for. This does make for a very nice and aesthetically pleasing looking book. However, going to the back to find exactly where each of these costumes are from and when they're dated to is a little bit annoying, and I kind of wish they had used it as a page title instead. Though you are definitely going to forgive this little annoyance once you see the pictures inside. Before we sit down with this book, I think it's quite important to have a cup of tea. I seem to be missing mine. That's better. Oh, and look, we gained a friend. My version of Bruni from Frozen. Alright, let's look at this book. So, as soon as you open the book, you have all of these beautiful pictures. None of these ones are labelled, and neither the ones in the back, so I'm presuming they just didn't want to put writing there. And my favourite dress, it has to be the record one right here on the bottom left-hand corner. Absolutely stunning. And I believe these designs are from 1934. We then get to the preface, which is basically a single page of writing, the only one in the entire book, and it basically says that they personally do not offer these patterns for sale. However, they also love pretty pictures like us, and that is why they've put the compilation together. The rest of the book is just pictures. They seem to have skipped over the inappropriate and racially ambiguous ones that a lot of historic costuming is known for, and that we have seen a lot of in costume while researching this project. Probably a good thing. So the rest of this book is just pictures. So let's just show you some of my favourites. So the first one that catches my attention has to be this modern architecture one. It really reminds me of the TARDIS. Definitely a TARDIS dress. Second one that catches my attention, definitely the boutique. I actually think I am going to make this one at some point. However, I think I might spend the next year, my spare time, making lots of fabric flowers for that skirt, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do that in the time frame that I have. However, I'm going to make a note of it for next year. Okay, just all of these product dresses are amazing and really reminds me of the stuff Avant Geek does with her various costumes, her Taco Bell, and I think she did like a Lucasade dress or something like that. My favourite ones have to be the shredded wheat dress, and all I'm thinking is, could you use actual shredded wheat and just like hot glue it onto a bodice for the bodice of that dress. Also saucy, but quite okay. Reasonably funny, and you know what, how great would it be if next year we actually all just dressed up as our favourite supermarket products? That's an idea. So this double page spread has to be my favourite pages in the entire book. They're from the Star Carnival, I believe 1955, and they are just beautiful. I love the Target dress. It looks very Robin Hood with maybe a, you know, traditional German peasant plait twist on the top. The gypsy dress is also very nice and looks like it could easily be made out of lots of recycled scarves. And the artist palette is very, very unique. I love the fact that they seem to have a perfectly circle skirt. I am wondering how they managed to keep it perfectly circle, I have to admit, but it's also at an angle, which makes it odd, but you know, it works. It looks really, really nice. And who wouldn't want to dress like a chicken? Mariah Chewers, I'm looking at you. Also, this is 110% what all pilots and stewardesses should wear to work. I mean, just look at that fashion. Also, did people really think that all chambermaids dressed as cats? I mean, there's probably some rich guy out there who genuinely has this as his housekeeper uniform, but it does seem a bit odd. Then again, they have it in anime.
And if it's in anime, it must be true.
Oof, talk about creepy. This vintage Mickey Mouse is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Am I the only one experiencing that right now?
What time is it?
It's Cheeto time.
But seriously, this sleepwalker dress is actually scandalously short by today's standards. And it has long sleeves, giving it this real weird false sense of modesty. I mean, would anyone actually sleep in this? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. And literally the perfect costume for nearly every Disney princess is this one. Well, it would be if you could be bothered to change the colours of the dress. Which I can't. Well, really, I actually tried to change colours of the dress and it just looks so bad that I'm not going to make you guys suffer for it, so, yeah. So, which dress am I going to do? Well, after careful consideration, consisting of what time is it and the record dress, I decided on the artist palette as my final project. I've decided on this dress because it's quite quirky, it's quite interesting. I really want to try doing that perfectly straight circular skirt. Perfectly straight circular skirt. I've got a few ideas for it. The hat is really cool and it means I can use up some old paints that I've got. So all in all, it's going to be a good cosplay. I think I'm going to make it out of recycled materials, so old bed sheets, like I said, old paints I've got a hat somewhere which I think will look good, and then I'll just go to a charity shop to get maybe the right trousers because I don't have any black material right now. To make sure you don't miss the upcoming videos on how I'm making the artist palette dress, don't forget to hit or gently tap the subscribe button. Either one's fine, you do you. And here's a preview of the supplies I'm going to be using to make my historical Halloween dress, which you will see more of next Wednesday. But until then, bye!